Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. It's noon. Sorry about the delay today. Just had to get some important things done this morning. But 12 noon, thank you very much for watching. Or if you're watching this when it was recorded, thank you for watching. But today, very important topic and something that I've gone over many times in different videos, but I'm going to go specifically tell you what you could avoid, why agents fail. And I've seen hundreds of agents fail. I've seen failure many, many, many times. I've seen it. I know what it looks like. I know when it's getting there. I've seen it with having this office for 22 years and having close to 500 agents with our office now. I've had more agents in 22 years I've seen, not just with our office, with all over real estate. More agents fail than make it. I just see it. It just happens. Just such a big percentage of new agents or agents trying to fail to get to their goal. So I'm gonna put that in two parts. I'm gonna talk about failure in two ways. Failure, totally complete bust and out of real estate failure. And I see failure every day of agents out there that just don't reach the goals that they want to goal. So I'm coaching, that I'm pushing, and I see out there. I know there's many agents out there. So anybody watching this, or you feel that you're failing and not getting your goals, don't worry. You are in a majority of agents out there. There's that 80-20 rule. If you've heard of that before, about 20% of the agents are hitting their goals, or maybe even less. Maybe they want even more. So less than 20%, I feel, of agents actually hit the goals that they want. So the failure I'm talking about is not complete out of business, but just not reaching your goals. Because we all know that to be in real estate, it's a very financially, it's a very low bar. You have one sale a year, you are financially ahead unless you spend a ton of money on marketing personally for yourself over the last years or recently. So a lot of agents stay in the business. So here are some of the reasons why agents fail and what you can avoid. So number one that I see is no plan or strategy, no written plan. No schedule, no plan of what you're going to do for marketing yourself and networking yourself, and no strategy on how to put that into your day-to-day life. And if you don't have it, don't worry, you're in the majority. Most agents don't. More than half of agents don't have a written strategy, don't have a written thing of a schedule every day of what they're going to do and reach out and get leads and find buyers and find sellers. And majority of agents don't have this written down and don't have a plan. They just wing it and see what each day has come. So that's the number one reason. Don't have a plan or strategy. Number two, very easy, fail to attract enough clients. That's easy. Don't have enough clients or have enough prospects, you're not going to have enough business that's going to close. So you have to have prospects, you have to have leads, you have to have enough of those first before they turn into clients and turn into closings. So again, no plan, no strategy, not enough clients. And then next three is poor conversion, converting those prospects, of potential business someday, conversion of getting those people to use you. Everybody out there, raise your hand if you've had clients, or not, I want to say clients, prospects, people in your database that didn't use you to buy a house. It's happened to me all the time. It used to happen to me before I understood I really got to seriously stay in front of in front of the clients, or I'm sorry, prospects, my database, as often as possible, including my own family. How many of you have gone to a family party, a family gathering, and listen to one of your cousins go, I just bought a house. I'm like, you knew I was in real estate. How did you not know? It's been in real estate for years. We see each other 5 times a year at holiday events and birthday parties. How did you not use me? It happens to a lot of agents out there. So that's poor conversion. Have taken a prospect, someone that's in your database, and not getting them to use your house. That's number three. Number four is just just bad service. If people aren't referring you to other people, number one, they should be referring you to other people without you asking. I mean, that's you've done a great job for people, that they connected to you. If they're referring to you to other people without you asking. So if that's happening to you, you've done something great with that person, that past business, that sphere of influence, that person in your database. If they're referring, you have a great connection with that. I'm going to touch back to that in a minute here. And number 5, some agents just run out of money because they're using money. They just example, every time there's, I see it on the MLS, every time at the beginning of the year when the dues are due, and by the end of January, there's a big drop-off of agents, not huge, but there's a drop-off of agents that didn't pay their dues because they just didn't feel like they wanted to stay in real estate at that time. A lot of them come back. So 3 or 4 times a year when there's bills due, when the MLS is due, the board dues are due, there's a drop-off of agents. I see it on the MLS from all different companies. It's all across the industry. And some of those agents do come back later, but we see that they just run out of money, or they just don't want to invest the money at that time to stay into it, and they're just going to wait and hold off. So those are the 5 reasons that agents fail. But I want to go into just giving you the top things for leads. What are the top sources of leads? And I want to give you some ideas so you can think of how to get business. So number 1, the top, I went over and over again, is database. Your database. And I know many agents don't. If you don't have a contact management system, especially their Century 21 HomeStar agents, we have a great contact management system on 21 Online called Zap, and it can tell you who you should call, what you should do, organize your leads, organize who you should call, your calendar, everything. It's total start to finish. Or just use your phone. I have agents that you have your calendar, you have your contacts, you have what you need to do. It's in here. Use something that you're going to use consistently and have it in there. Other things that you can. I'm just throwing out ideas. And is that in your iPhone, in the contacts, you have notes in there. So you could use that as a database. I don't suggest to use it because there's lots of better ones out there for real estate that could email, keep track, lots of great things, not just Century 21, but there's other ones out there. But if you really want to be serious about it, there's great ones out there, but at least use something. But in the iPhone, there's notes. You can put notes in your iPhone. I do that sometimes when I'm on the run, in the notes of a contact, what talked about, what's going on, things about them. And a little trick, if you put a note in your contacts, you could search that note. Example, if you are into hiking or you're into kayaking, you're into something, you could put notes of what people's hobbies are in your contacts in iPhone. You could search for them. So all of a sudden, example, I've given this to a couple agents. If you see an article on some hiking or on kayaking or something of interest, and it's a way for you to reach out to everybody in your database that has the same interest, you can even do that on your iPhone. You type hiking into your contact search bar, it'll pull up every contact that has the word hiking in it. So if someone's last name was hiking, that would come up. But everybody that's in your contacts that has that note. So you could actually go into just your contacts in iPhone, put notes in everybody, put note of everybody that has some type of similar interest, and then you can reach out to them about that interest. So it's just something like as simple as that to help keep in communication with people. So database is number 1. Number 2 is open houses. I'm going to tell you my opinion. Okay, this is a Tony Geraci opinion of listing agents and listings. Why are we selling the listings in one day? Why? Why? Is it a game? Is it a race to see how fast we could sell a listing? Why are you doing that? My example I've been telling agents is list a house on a Friday. Schedule an open house on a Sunday. If that house is a hot house, wow, how many people are you going to have come to that open house? As soon as you list it on Friday or on Thursday, open house in the MLS that goes to Zillow, goes to Realtor.com. Sit at that open house and tell your sellers what all these leads that are coming in this weekend. We'll do a multiple offer situation and make our decision on Monday night and which are the top offers we're going to pick. Why are we wasting our listings, our opportunities to get more buyers, and are really giving our sellers the opportunity to get the highest and best price and selling it in one day? Sorry, not to get on my soapbox, but I really use this. Think of that family that's been dying to get in this area, get into this neighborhood, get into this house, and the day that something comes on the market today, they have kids things to do. They have soccer practice. They have some family member to take care of. They can't drop their whole lives because of a new listing today. So I feel like a lot of listings are selling because whoever's faster. That's not fair, my opinion. My opinion, not fair. Not fair to those people that can't get there. Give it some time. I use that with sellers. Sellers sometimes say, I want to close. Oh, this is a good offer. I want to, but just Mr. and Miss Seller, think about all those families. If you were one of the families that has been dying to get into this area and there's only very few inventory and we didn't give them an opportunity to even come see your house, they might be willing to pay $20,000 over asking price because they've been waiting for the perfect house. Let's give it some time to give people a chance to see it. So again, that's my opinion, and also helps you with open houses and get leads, get buyers, get traffic. Also, use your open houses to invite the neighbors. Spend some time and send an invite out, mail an invite, inviting the neighbors to the open house. They might have a family member, friend, or someone in there. Inviting them to the open house also gets your name out there, and you might meet people while you're in the open house, them coming in and meeting. Of course, being safe, masks, social distance as much as you can, so being safe there. But when everything is definitely safe, open houses are definitely still a great way to get business, especially the houses that are going to go fast, not those listings that have been sitting for 200 days that might not sell for much longer and having open houses on those. I'm talking about the brand new listings that came on the market today. You're going to have open house 2 days from now. That's a perfect time to get good traffic. And then some of the other sources, there's still leads coming in online. If you're getting online leads, or you could invest in Zillow or Realtor.com. I don't suggest it, but there's many agents that do. It takes a lot, like a 3 to 5% conversion rate. So it's a lot of work and money to do that. So it's still a lead source. Farming your area is definitely always worked in the long run with agents. Door knocking, especially for those open houses, those are a good source. Expires and FSBOs always been there. There's been expires and FSBOs around since the dawn of real estate, and they will always be there. So there's still a good source. There's still good. I don't want to recommend anybody on a video, but if you want, reach out to me, and there's a few great services that help you organize the for sale by owners and expires and pull up their numbers and give easy to call them. These scrub it on the do not call list. It's great systems for a small amount of money. Would save you lots of time if you want to really work for sale by owners and FSBOs. And of course, there's always non-owner occupieds, the people living in rentals, living in apartments. And another good thing, another part is there's a lot of people I feel that are living in apartments, living in rentals now because 10 years ago they had a foreclosure, they had or an eviction because of the economy 10 years ago. So I know half the agents listening to this have not been in real estate less 10 years. There's a lot of agents that are just getting into real estate as their first career or just younger in their lives. But 10 years ago, through the economy, a lot of people got foreclosed on, and right now they can't. If the credit has been good since, that foreclosure is off their record or it's not going to be considered. and their credit might come back and they just didn't know. There's people out there that got foreclosed on in the past, but didn't realize that there's a time limit on it. Once it goes away, it's not like a life sentence credit-wise in getting a house. So you might find some people that are ready to buy now. And that's especially if you have a database or have people that you know that were past clients that got foreclosed on, call them back. So all the agents have been in business over 10 years. So those are some examples. Now, I'm going to give you 3 little things too that you have to keep up with on your leads. Number 1 is you got to always analyze what your sale, every one of your sales comes from. Every one of your sales that you have, analyze where it came from. Was it a sphere of influence? Was it your database? Was it an open house? Was it an online lead? Was it your networking group you're in? Every single one you should analyze, and it as often as possible, or definitely at the end of the year, go back, go, okay, all my sales, a majority came from this lead source or that lead source. And when you figure that out, figure out how it could get more from that lead source. You know, all of a sudden you have 2 or 3 sales because they were referrals by one person. Go after that. Start calling that one person more often, or inviting them to dinner, or become friendlier with them and be more connected with them. So wherever your leads are coming from, figure out how you can get more from them. And then next is just, you got to organize your business on what you could do yourself, what you could buy to make things easier. Like I said, like a contact management systems, email campaigns, there's text message software or programs that send out mass text messages. I mean, they're not as personal, but if you're sending a message like a happy holidays or something to 200-300 people in your database, you could really use one of those text messaging systems. So find ways to make yourself more efficient. Also, if you're looking for sale by owners expired, you just mentioned, there's programs so you don't have to manually go look at, for sale by owners and look for their phone number and see information about their house. There's systems that do all that information for you, save a lot of time to do that. So find ways to streamline your business. And then last is you got to track your results. You can't be, example, if you are 2 hours a week you're spending in a networking group every Tuesday morning at 7:30 in the morning, you're going to this networking group and doing that and doing that and doing that. And then at the end of the year, you go, I got like 1 lead. You got no sales out of this networking group. Maybe it's time to not join that networking group, or figure out a way how to get leads from that networking group and convert them. So I've seen agents spend a lot of time. Time is money. So if you're spending time doing certain things and you're not getting any results, again, things take time. You can't just do it in a week and be done. But if you're doing it over definitely a year period and you're getting 0 results, either you're not maximizing it, or that what you're doing in some of those top sources that I mentioned, or that those sources are just not working well for you, and you got to find something else. So always track your results of where leads are coming from and if you're converting those leads and how to maximize those. So that's it for today. I hope that gives you a little ideas of what things agents do or don't do to fail in real estate, either fail, get out, or fail and not reach their goals, and things that you can do remember, there's so many different ways of lead sources. Just got to concentrate on them and organize them and work them into your plan. And then some ways of tracking and maximizing it, knowing when to cut off an activity that's not generating leads and prospects and clients to you. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry a little bit later today, but tomorrow we'll be back on track at 11 a.m. So have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.